Hi, my name is Andrea Domsky, and I'm going to talk about my ritual narrative, which is the one I really like the most, and it's the Año Nuevo. Well, why I chose this? It's because this is something we have been celebrating for the entire life since I'm a child, and I guess most of you have. And for me, it's like a brand new day. It's like Año Nuevo. It's like you're ending an old year with and closing all the good and bad memories, and you're opening a new. You're beginning a new day and a new year, and you want everything to you want a fresh start. So for me, this is something like I was telling you. I have a really big family, and we have been doing this since we are little. So when I read the narrative, um, it's about this community which are about to celebrate the first time El Año Nuevo. So you can see, the testament, what one of these guys wrote to Tio Pancho, which is one of the characters of the narrative. And so Tio Pancho is going to be the old guy, El Viejo, who is going to be burned. So it's really nice to see how the community, in this case of my narrative, the one that I read about, is doing, and they all know each other, and so they tell funny stuff from one another. So anyway, so this is how this is why I find it kind of like um, myself, because like I tell you, we do this with my family, and we really have a good time every time we do it, and we have been doing it since like for the last probably 20-25 years. So for me, it's one of my favorite narratives, which is kind of like related to my life. Now, what I'm gonna tell you is that, for example, I don't know. Well, I told you in my last video, I lived for about 14 years in the United States. So this is kind of like non-existence in the United States. So 1 or 2 years, or probably more years, that we didn't come to celebrate Christmas or New Year here. I think it was the most sad, for a kind of like, I didn't really like to stay there and celebrate New Year's, because I was missing this part of getting all together and burning El Viejo, and telling everybody jokes about everybody else, and so yeah, it was like one more day in our in the year. So it was nothing special. So and I didn't like that very much. So anyway, now that I live here, my kids, I have two kids, I have two children. So now I do it with them, with my parents and my sisters and everybody else. So and they love it. They just have a good time, and they just enjoy as I do. So it's kind of like so this is like a ritual, because we have been doing it every year, and so they pass it, and I know they're gonna do it to the next generation, which is really, it's really amazing. So I think these are things that um, really represent our culture, and it's a nice way to teach as well. And I know a lot of countries know what we do here, and I know if they experience, they will have a good time as we do. But this is kind of like ours. So this is something that represents our culture, and so that's why I chose El Año Viejo.